Hey everyone, welcome to Scary Movies. For this week, we're actually going to step away from the scariness of the disappointing loss to the Minnesota Vikings and highlight a couple of Stefon Diggs plays that would have been the talk of the town had the Bills came away with the victory. First off, we're going to take a look at a play that wouldn't have appeared on the stat sheet necessarily, but really highlights the reaction time and hand-eye coordination of Diggs. And one of the first things I want to point out with this particular play is how little it takes to disrupt a throw. So let's take a look at this frame by frame a couple of times. The very tip of Zadarius Smith's index finger, that's all it takes to get this incredible deflection of this ball. And as it pops up, Stefon Diggs is still going to manage to get a hand on it. We're going to take another look at a different angle in just a moment here to show you how incredible it is that he even got this far. But that unfortunately pops the ball up. We have Viking number one take a crack at it, isn't able to come down with it. And here we have what looks like a sure interception. Lined up perfectly, both hands ready to make the catch. And what I'd like you to focus on, if you don't recall this from the broadcast, is Stefon Diggs' left hand. I was dying to make a GIF or do anything with this play. Just absolutely wowed me live. So for my enthusiasm, we're going to go through and just watch that again. I mean, I could just watch that on repeat all day. All right, let's jump to the next angle of this one as we watch the Minnesota Vikings see the interception fall to the ground in real time. Now here we're going to jump to the sideline view. We have Diggs over here. And one of the things I really like to focus on when I have this view is the point in time where the decision is made. And we're going to come back to that a couple times today. And right now, this is the frame we're looking at. So Josh Allen is cocked back. He's ready to make this throw. We have Stefon Diggs breaking out to the sideline. This is a 2nd and 11 play. We have this route being run up here to clear this defender. So if this ball isn't tipped and Stefon Diggs is able to catch this in stride, you'll see that there's a ton of room here. I'm not confident it's a first down, but it's a heck of a long way towards it. And so again, there's our tip. And this is what I wanted to highlight. The fact that we have Stefon Diggs running towards the sideline with a sharp cut, accelerating, has to twirl basically, pirouette, and get that hand backwards. Just an incredible effort, and then of course finishes it up with that swat to make sure the Vikings can't recover that ball. Again, wouldn't show up on a stat sheet, but just a phenomenal effort, phenomenal play, superhuman athleticism and reaction time. And so for our next one, I'm sure you're going to know exactly what play this is. We have 3rd and 15 down here. Something, unfortunately, the Vikings were able to do all day long, which is convert 3rd and long. Again, if the Buffalo Bills had come away with a victory with this one, this would probably be the play that's on highlight reel after highlight reel. As Josh Allen takes the snap, we see this. It looks almost designed to give him some space if he needs it. He does bail out of the pocket to the right, directing a little bit of traffic. Has to throw over a couple of defenders here. And I think we all know where I'm going to pause next. Right there. This could have been the play of the game for just about any contest, but unfortunately, due to other things that we're not going to discuss here, this is one that is not getting the attention it deserves, except here on Scary Movies. What's even more incredible is what happens after the catch. So as great as that one-handed catch is, the body control that Diggs displays on this is just flat out fantastic. If this were to have been a helmet-to-helmet contact here, I'm confident it would have drawn a flag, because at this point, Diggs is still making that catch and would be protected as a defenseless receiver. But this spin again, just the incredible body control to hit the ground, understand what the situation is, and spin away. There is no chance that he's going to get hit, which is another asset I've repeatedly pointed out over the years with Stefon Diggs, is just that ability to avoid the big hit and avoid injury. And that little bit of a spin duck gets him a good set of yards afterwards and really contributed to that gain. Now let's take a look at the end zone angle for this one, because I want to highlight a couple of different things. And so we do have Josh Allen, of course, doing the exact same thing he did with the last angle. And as I alluded to earlier, I want to come back to this idea of the point the decision is made. And here we do have Allen again cocking back, and the understanding of physics here. So as incredible as Stefon Diggs is with the body control, reaction time, reflexes, all of that, for an NFL quarterback to understand the physics of all of this really just is spectacular and really something to behold in real time and as I like to do frame by frame. So as Josh Allen cocks back, we have Stefon Diggs up here, and we have this defender who is 100% in the way. So Allen has to anticipate the speed, direction of travel will take this defender out of it. And what makes this particularly incredible is the trajectory of the ball would make this possible to tip or even intercept for a person, who's able to leap. But just because of that little bit of momentum carrying to the right side, it's not something that's likely to have occurred on this one. And Allen does put it a little high to accommodate for that, and Diggs rewards that faith. And again, we see that spin to get just a few extra yards. Last but not least, here's our sideline angle for the same play. And for this, I really just like to show where everybody's kind of moving piece by piece and to see all of the things that Josh Allen has to overcome to make this throw. I know it's supposed to be a Diggs piece, but we could talk up our quarterback one a little bit as well. And so we have the defender pulled here. We have multiple receivers clearing up a ton of space here. But again, the Vikings, they were 7-1 coming into the game for a reason. And that's because they do play smart. So they do have a little bit of help here on Stefon Diggs. And again, Josh Allen has two defenders. He needs to be able to throw over the third one here. And all of that from a distance, you can count by fives here. You're looking at right around 25-ish air yards. And one last time on that spin and some extra yards. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit subscribe, hit like, go to buffalorumblings.com, check out the work of myself and everybody else on the team. And don't forget to watch scary movies again next week.